Fantastic Fish is a unit based around making a virtual fish tank, and it uses the program ScratchJr. So we use ScratchJr in grade 1. ScratchJr is made by MIT, which is the Massachusetts Institute for Technology. They were also involved in the code that was written for the Apollo 11 mission. So if you're interested in moon landings, then you might want to have a little bit more of a look into them. They create lots of really lovely teaching resources that are free. In fact, it's worth just letting you know at this stage that all the software that we use throughout the Max Computing series is either free or we're using the free version. So there's no expensive software that needs to be purchased to take your students through the series. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what this looks like in ScratchJr to give you a little bit of an idea and a bit of a flavour of what the programming that they'll be doing looks like. So I'm using the PC version of ScratchJr. This is also available for tablet computer like an iPad, and in fact the grade 1 content is written so it can be used either on a tablet computer or it can be used on a PC or laptop, depending on what you want to use with your students. So this is ScratchJr, and we're going to jump into our first project. And this is our first project. You can see I've added a background and I've added a couple of fish. You can see the kind of programming instructions that the students are using. They're technically using blocks, but they're very graphical based. So there's no writing involved. There's no text that they need to read. They are graphical and easy for them to understand what's going on. So I'd like you to have a little go. We're going to do a bit of prim. If you were in the session previously, you might remember that prim means predict, run, investigate, modify, and make. And we're going to have a little go at doing the predict and run stage of prim. See if you can predict what will happen when I press the green flag up here to run this little bit of code that I've written down here. And we're controlling the green fish here, by the way, the one in the middle. Sheila, is anyone feeling brave? Anyone put something in the chat?
Not yet.
Oh,
have
no.
a guess, folks. I know. Be brave. Have a guess. Type something in.
If not, I'm sure that Shanila,
otherwise I might have a guess.
You'll have to have a guess. Yeah. So hopefully someone will put something in the chat. But Shanila, what do you think might be?
Someone's suggesting it's going to move. I think it's going to move repeatedly.
Okay. Very good.
Back and forward, maybe.
Okay. So we have a look. So let's see if anyone's prediction was correct.
Someone's also suggesting they'll do a little dance.
Oh, very nice. I like it. Then press the green flag. So he kind of moves forward and then kind of bounces up and down. And you are quite right, he's moving. Perhaps we would say that's perhaps not quite enough detailed in an answer, but that's all right. We'll let you off for that one. But yes, there is our fish. One of the things I really like about ScratchJr is it automatically wraps the sprite. These little coloured characters are called sprites in ScratchJr. And you can see he automatically wraps around the stage, which is something I really like because as students start to progress into Scratch, which we'll look at a little bit later on, one of the things I quite often find is that their sprite disappears off the screen and I don't know where it's gone. And that doesn't happen in ScratchJr because it wraps around automatically. So there you go. Anyway, you can see we've predicted what will happen with our program. Students would then move on to modifying and seeing what happens if you change these numbers here, and then making their own program and programming some other fish for their little fish tank, their little aquarium. So that's what fantastic fishes look like.